Hi, my name is Joe Heafy. I'm the Vice President of Real Estate Development for the Neighborhood Service Organization, a 55-year-old nonprofit organization that serves the City of Detroit, Oakland, and Wayne counties. My responsibility for this project was to run the development process from assembling the financing to assembling the development team, ranging from the architects to contractors, NTH, our attorney, and basically run this through all the approvals that were necessary to accomplish what we see here today. The Bell Building, when it's completed, will provide 155 units of permanent supportive housing. When I say permanent, this is not transitional housing, this is apartment living for, again, 155 folks who were previously homeless. NSO will also be providing services for the residents, case management services around any mental health issues, drug addiction, other things that they're facing in their lives. In addition to that component of the project, NSO is also moving 200 of its staff into the building, mainly our service and administrative staff for other programs. The NSO Bell Building is 255,000 square feet. It's a complete gut rehab of a historic building. The building was built in 1929. We're investing through all the financing involved in the project, about $50 million into this endeavor. It's not only a benefit to the building and the residents who will live here, but also to the community, which will see this building that had been vacant come back to life. For a project like the Bell Building, there are a variety of different financing sources you have to bring to the table. In this deal in particular, there are low-income housing tax credits, new market tax credits, those are federal tax credits, federal historic tax credits because it's a historic building, state historic tax credits, state brownfield tax credits because of brownfield issues on the site, and we've also brought in other federal dollars and foundation dollars from both national and local foundations. So when all combined, you're looking at, again, about a $50 million investment. We also have Bank of America has provided a $19 million construction loan. Our biggest investor on the project is Morgan Stanley out of New York City. The NSO Bell Building project will benefit the City of Detroit in a number of ways. First, it will provide much needed affordable housing for individuals who have been homeless, which is a big issue in the City of Detroit. Some estimates have the number of homeless in the City of Detroit at 18,000 people. In addition, this building has been vacant more or less for about 10 to 15 years. So it's not likely that there was going to be an additional use for it unless there was a creative use that NSO is implementing in the building. The other important piece to this is that Focus Hope, another large nonprofit in the community, is redeveloping this neighborhood. This is a key component of that redevelopment process. A project like this, as you can imagine, is very difficult to put together, especially after the economic meltdown of 2008, which really was a setback for developments like this across the country. So what was involved from coming in here and seeing everything ranging from pigeon poop to falling ceilings to broken windows was a very involved effort. As a result of the effort of everyone involved, we're able to stand here today about a month or two from individuals who had been homeless occupying the apartments. Here is the new resident entrance to the building. If you go in closer, you'll see what's cool is kind of you got this hanging ceiling and then but this loft style feel or industrial feel as you come into the building. This is a very cool feature over here. This is a gym for the residents. There'll be a half-court basketball, full-court volleyball. Each floor has community area. We're going to have a computer room, a library, a recreation room, a music room, an art room, and a chapel. This is the chapel. Want to get natural light in there. The only thing that would endanger their tenancy is if they're a nuisance, just like in any other apartment building. You know, we'll obviously work with them to try and address any issues they may have, but ultimately, this is apartment living. It just happens to have formerly homeless people living here. It's not an institution. The second thing that would lead to them potentially leaving is a good thing. How do homeless people pay for rent? They can't, for the most part. We have Section 8 vouchers, federal subsidies. You have to be at certain income limits to live in this type of housing. So if you go above that limit, you've got to move out. So we would work with them, but that's a good thing. That means the person's working and, you know, up and on their feet. But other than that, this is permanent housing. This is going to be a walkout patio for the residents. We're not done yet. All the flooring and stuff has to be put down. But this will be an area for them to come and sit and hang out.